And we are on to the reactor once again. We've got Saudi Arabia taking on Iran, who are on the red corners time around. Give us a good thumbs up there, Puria. Fantastic.
There we go. Starting this one up. Strong mindset. About to take down Saudi Arabia. That's what they think. Wait a second. They gave us the thumbs up too.
Whoa, both teams giving us the thumbs up. Didn't get the head count on that one, or I guess the thumb count. But got some good names in this one once again. Big fan of Mimic. Always a strong name. Taka. Got My Team 8. We've also got Michelle looking for team. By the way, so if anyone's watching Asia Games and is like, hey, this guy's kicking some ass, consider taking him onto your team.
Hire this man. He does well. That being said, all just depends on if he actually performs in this game. So that's what he's looking towards. If he has a bad game with an LFT tagline,
yep,
that's when you hide him.
No one's going to be LF Michelle.
Excellent. We'll say, though, that being said, don't get to see a lot of Katarinas. Katarina is surprisingly nice in towards the Zoe matchup. Zoe, a lot of the times, just has real difficulty dealing with assassins just because she pushes fairly naturally if she throws out her paddle star. And Fear should be able to, with the electrocute / ignite, have the all-in potential. So just looking towards that and seeing how that works out. That does mean that Climb Stairs needs to help out. Excellent name, by the way. But does need to help out mid lane quite a bit to see if Fear is getting pushed in repeatedly.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've casted a Katarina, that's for certain. It's gone through many changes over the years, but definitely a strong champion when executed well.
Yep. And one thing to remember is that this is a pretty decent composition for the Katarina. She has a Taric in the bottom side of the map and a tank to push, so she has space to move forward in. So team fights look pretty decent for her. It just means that she needs to get to that position. So we need to see. Remember that Gunblade is the go-to for her, so having the longswords to help out in her CSing is proper.
Yeah, for certain. So getting an initial longsword is going to help out a bunch. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, what have we got? We've got the Kalista and Brom taking on Kai'Sa and Taric in this one. And into the top lane, we've got Cho'Gath taking on Juarez, who is going to be on this gangplank. So all the matchups are going to be happening. We'll see if there's going to be any explosive action early, because so far, from what we've seen out of Asian Games, usually that is going to be the case.
Yeah, I'll say right immediately it would be Climb Stairs that my eyes would be on to see if any action is starting. Being on the Graves pick means that it really is depending on him. He's pretty fast to the pace too, so he's taking blue side instead of the Grump, and he looks like he's soft invading.
Farhan getting hit up though. He will flash away from this one. Michelle has his flash as well. He's thinking about it. Flash forward, auto attack. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Give them the razzle dazzle. He's going to go down for the count. And Mimic actually trading off with Puria right here as Michelle is there once again. Dazzle comes down. Give him the bravado. Last auto attack coming through from Mimic, make it a double kill. Top lane, asleep goes the Cho'Gath, and dead goes the Cho'Gath. Kill over to Taka.
Literally across the map. With that being said, I love the fact that my team moved towards the top lane. No real vision, must have moved around the Scuttle Crab to basically get that one across. But I feel sad. Pour one out for Puria, because he must feel so sad that he was trying to get the kill on towards Mimic, and Mimic got the triumph with the death of Farhan. So a little bit of HP to save him out in the 1v1.
I mean, straight up getting a 2v2 kill in the laning phase in the bottom lane is definitely not ideal to happen in the early game. But good stuff for Saudi, because they're going to be feeling pretty happy about that one. You can see already Amptome, Dark Seal. That's funny. Dark Seal with the Doran's Ring and Dagger all ready for Mimic at 4 minutes in is gigantic for them. Mid lane, I panicked for a second, but that was, don't worry about it, that's just off a minion.
He's going to have to start making the assumption that that's never real.
You got a super
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm upset for you. Fear is pretty damn mad. That's the only emotion he's feeling right now.
Yeah, that's really upsetting. All right, back to the top lane. We've got Wikichi pushing in this minion wave. Actually pretty well against this gangplank in terms of farm, despite how that last gank went through. So if he can actually deny Juarez from getting these minions, he'll be in a really good place. In the bottom lane, though, Michael is getting that stun down to Puria. Here comes Climb Stairs as well. He's going to get locked down. A really nice tag by Puria. He's going to die for it, but Farhan does manage to escape with his life.
There we go. I mean, that's just an extra kill. 2 deaths already for Puria. So right now, Mimic and Michelle are doing super well in lane, and it's only going to get worse.
The 2v1 Shipping up in the top side, can get slowed down from Juarez, because that's a great pillar coming up from Taka. He's going to follow through. Ah, what a donation. What a gentleman Trundle right there. Donating the kill to his gangplank.
He knew who the carry was. Even though it's going to be the Trundle who's going to be having the early to mid-game impact, he's not going to be touching climb stairs for a while. So he says, Juarez, you are the carry of the team. Farhan is having a pretty bad time. It's all on you, man.
He's got the kill. He's got 2 sacks of gold as well in the top lane. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, my team has arrived to the bottom lane. Wait a minute. Where's the AD carry?
He's taking a while.
Okay, he's coming back into the bottom
Uh-oh.
lane. Oh!
Where's the jungler?
Come back.
This is what happens when you head back to base. That's the strategy.
We'll fight you 2v5.
That's literally the strategy. You know, you don't have to do it yourself. That feels bad to press B. Why not exit the game and then come back onto the map? See, they're already moving.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. We are playing off of live right here, so both of the teams have disconnected and reconnected. We've deleted the pause for you, so don't even worry about it. In the bottom lane, we're going to have Iran just look for the push right here. Poria just going to do his best to clear out these minions with his AD carry, but 10 CS behind, 2 kills down, 2 assists down, and a call now being picked up by Farhan as well. So this is going to be a Kalista who's going to have to play some major catch-up.
Yes, and remember what Kalista is good for. Good for the trading, but the moment the trade has went wayside, not really good at this point at all. Remember that she's going to be getting pushed in frequently, going to get out-traded frequently. She's going to take some time before she get her Runan's Hurricane. So if you're Saudi, you should be focusing on the bottom side of the map.
I mean, that projectile was definitely made smaller. Apparently, though, it just completely blasted Katarina from across the lane. So, yeah, apologies, Fear. I honestly fear that NL Fear is having a terrible time in this mid lane, and none of it's necessarily his fault. So, apologies, but you are also ahead in farm, so yeah, good job.
At least he's got that for himself. And so, with how poorly that lane's been going for himself. Like, Fear, all he needs to do is keep being in lane, and if Climb Stairs does pay some attention to that laning phase matchup, then Fear and Climb Stairs can go bottom lane. Like, I feel so bad for Farhan because he already knows how bad it is in the 2v2 alone, but he's not even thinking about the fact that just 2 more members with snowballing capabilities are also eyeing them.
Yeah, my team is going to the top lane, but now going to move back to the mid. The bottom lane, I'm still a little bit scared here for the old Mimic lane, but they are getting pushed in.
Take a look at Fear. So he is moving towards the bottom lane just to check for vision. So checks the scrying orb to see if there's any wards in the tri-bush and has a control ward for himself that he can place in the river. So I guess he doesn't place it there, places it near the bush, or at least there is a control ward on the bush. So he has a clear path towards the bottom lane the next time he has the opportunity to head there.
Yeah, there are avenues into this one. Taka into the jungle. Going to be just tagged out there by that Scry's Bloom. Has been spotted out. Bottom lane. That's a lot of damage.
God.
Mimic face to face puts him down on the spot. He's going to go to sleep real quick though. Horizon in the top
I don't
lane.
even want to see it. I'm going to put the
avert
viewers
your gaze.
to sleep because thank God he's still alive because that could have been bad.
It could have been real bad right here. My team is pushing the back. He's been spotted out by this ward. He's going to just taunt him real quick with the portal jump. Look good. Recall out from Juarez, interrupted. Nice stuff from Wikichi. And that means that Climb Stairs is here as well for the dive. It's a 2 versus 2. Taka arrives as well. It's Graves tanking, but Wikichi doesn't care whatsoever. Oh, Cannon Minion comes in clutch. Gives him a nice little tap right there. That'll finish him off. Here comes NL Fear. Mid lane's not going well for me, but top lane will. Here comes the Death Lotus and Taka underneath by himself. Wikichi. Oh, the final shot for the tower. It's going to be enough from the challenging smite out there from Taka as well with the subjugate. So that will beat the kill, but NL Fear and Climb Stairs should be able to do a pretty decent amount of damage against this turret.
Yeah, should be able to kill it. Now, it just depends if they commit to the next wave.
Teleport.
Also depends on the TP.
Juarez right into the near side, and he's
No
blinded.
way.
Walking his way back to tower. Flash forwards out from Fear. Looking for the ignite. Oh, from the mid lane, from downtown. Here comes my team with the return kill.
And Juarez didn't have any faith in the damage. My team does enough to get the kill, and he looks like he's chasing down just to see where Graves is heading. Doesn't base in any odd place. So amazing move from my team. Just check him out. So good TP from Juarez. It was a little bit risky, but they at least get the kills to the net. I was a little bit. See, I was afraid. I had zero
Oh, hello.
faith. Yeah, the Grump apparently can teleport.
Yeah, he's just got gloves of teleportation locked down. He's attuned to those ones. And Climb says, like, what's going on? Why is this a magical Grump? We're going to finish him off in the end.
Better give him more experience.
How many pings just went down to my team? We get it, guys. He's there. He's in the mid lane. There's another ping.
You gotta keep
Can they
spamming.
hear me? Are they specifically trolling me individually? There's a chance. Fate's call. We'll never
don't
get
need
to see
to
the
see it.
conclusion. Pan away. Pan back. Here we are. He's stunned. He's drowsy. He's invulnerable. Got. Ooh. Okay, got him.
I don't know what he was expecting. He just used every single thing. He's like, all right, using my Tarek ultimate. I'm using my flash. Oh, wait, I forgot there's a Kalista on the enemy team. Well, I mean, sure, you would have gotten there if it was another champion, but if you press tab.
I was just a little bit silly. It was just watching four guys just like kick him while he's down, but he's got this. He's got his hands up, and he's just like, I'm not gonna go down. But finally, he will try. Oh, Horrors. Let's not talk about that one. Bottom lane, Iran pushing in this wave once again with a 4-man stack. They have another winning wave coming in just after this. Emporia is going to take a little bit of damage to the face.
Like
But
said, Climb Stairs has his ultimate, so you can technically use it for wave clear, but he's not going to. He's going to let it go down.
it's going to be fine. First tower of the game actually went over to Saudi anyways, so they're fine with just taking that trade in the bottom lane right there. And I believe all the black gold went over to the Cho'Gath as well. So actually very good trade for Saudi in the end as they look for the aggression. Here comes Mimic off to the side. Climb Stairs, dashes away. My team following through, gives them the laser, gives them the ignite. I'll see you later, kid. I'll put you to sleep with the bubble. And Michelle, he's run away for dear life, looking for team definitely on that case, because where was it? Mimic getting chased down as well. Why would you return? Shut down kill, 550 gold in the bank.
And Saudi could not let enough be. It was Iran that was trying to get the hell out of there. They had already finished the job by taking the tower, and they were trying to disengage. But ultimately, it was Saudi Arabia thinking that they had enough numbers to push them off, that they could kite them. But Zoe comes in, chases down Graves, and ends up executing him. And from that point forward, it was easy to get the rest.
12 minutes into this game, 9 kills, 2 8s, and it's still Saudi who have the pretty significant lead, 2,500 gold ahead of their counterpart. Wikichi moving to the top lane, chasing down Juarez, looking for the knockup. He finds it. The follow-through as well from the Vulnerable Spikes is big. Has the feast ready to go. Juarez needs to dodge the next skill shot, places down the barrel, wiped out by the Cho'Gath as well. We'll never get to see the end of it because the bottom lane is the tower going down into the Death Lotus. See you later, kid. Gets taken down by the Kalista.
So GP does head out, but ultimately Fear going down when he's in the side lane is just unfortunate. Remember, for me, it was a battle of the mid laners because Katarina was doing so well in picking up gold in the top side of the map and got her Gumblade that she could wrestle control in this game. But it's not happening if she's just going to find herself getting 2v1. So Fear needs to watch out. He's the key to the team's victory.
Dragon being started off here by Iran. They should be able to take this one down, but Herald at the same time going to be dropped here by Saudi. Meanwhile, we've got Juarez. Oh, jump over the wall there from my team as well. I like it. Furia. Ooh, that was actually very close to getting a steal there, but Climb Stairs will secure that one with the rest of his team. Looking to knock down perhaps the mid lane tower here as the only remaining outer turret from Iran.
Right now, my team's doing quite a bit of damage, and he doesn't have himself the Magic Boots and Oblivion Orb. He's going to get that soon.
Stunned down, looks good. Cosmic Radiance falling through from the skies. Drowsy over the wall, wants to open up some distance. Furia,
Oh, really?
Oh, throws himself into the fray. Not sure about that one, buddy. He's going to be falling to Fear, giving the first reset. Jumps in, shut down over to Kalista. 1, 2, 3, triple tap, triple kill to Fear.
And that was just because of the two-man knockup from the Cho'Gath. So Wikichi, excellent flank coming from him because they knew that the teamfight was going to work their way, and now they're going to be getting a lot with this Rift Herald.
And this tower, unfortunate. Shelly's going to bang ahead against that one even though it was low health, but they should be able to take down this next tower. My team will not be enough to dissuade this push, and Shelly gets herself a second charge.
They have enough attack speed and damage, unless if they go for the kill. Oof. Come on now, let's take the tower. Let's go for the next one, please. I guess it's going to do the charge anyways. We're fine.
That's still a lot of damage. Yeah, that was like a 50% Shelly, and she still carved through that tower. So that was a fantastic push coming in from Saudi right there. They'll take down this blue buff and actually transition towards the bot lane. And I will say across the board, Raz, this is some of the cleanest play that I've actually seen from many of the teams so far in Asian games, because not only are they getting the kills, they're being scrappy, they're getting in there, they have the wave control as well.
Yeah, the fact that Saudi Arabia had so much control around that last team fight netted them a lot of gold out of it. The only real risk when it comes to these teams, and we've casted a few of the games already today, is that when they find these small leads, they tend to stay on the map a lot longer than they should. But Saudi Arabia, immediately after getting the second tower and pushing it into the third, they just based. So they're already finding proper back timings with the lead that they have. So, am I worried about them losing a lead that they have? I don't think so. I'm starting to trust. I'm having faith.
You're beginning to believe, Raz?
Beginning to believe.
Let's see if they have what it takes to be the chosen ones. Glimestead's going to complete the rest of this camp. He's 2-1-6 currently with the skirmish to Saber and the Warriors in chat. Moving towards his Black Cleaver, of course, on this Graves. In a recall coming from the bottom lane. Is that a Blade of the Ruin King? You bet your top dollar it is in from the bottom lane for Farhan. And many of the kills actually have been onto the support of Poria, so a lot of the gold has... I mean, yes, the 6,000 gold behind, but it could be a lot worse is what I'm saying.
Look, man, Poria has been playing these fights very poorly. So it's not even like a happenstance of I'm a support, so I'm going to die anyways. It's mostly the fact that he's following through on the Kalista ulti and not saving himself, or because like what happened in the bottom lane tower dive. So he needs to actually take a step back in a lot of the situations he's in.
Trundle to the top lane, Saka. Can we find the Cho'Gath? Here comes Glimestead from behind the corner. Nearsighted, knocks against the wall, follow through as well, but the knockback comes in. Glimestead actually reverse opens up distance and actually may let Juarez escape from this one. Glimestead is still chasing down. He has the red buff. A lot of damage as well. He's just finished the Black Cleaver as well. Juarez
he's going in.
This tower, 2 versus 1. Taka turns it around, end of the line. Auto attacks flying through. Glimestead, flash forwards, not enough. Reverse flash, but here comes the Kai'Sa. Wasn't expecting that one, did you? Well, it's a 1-for-1 trade.
All right, my team. Okay. All right. That was pretty dicey. That's pretty nice. Even though, of course, Mimic ended up dying throughout all of that, I still like the idea. I still like the plan. Climb almost died just because of the tower alone. That's Kalista ulti that I hear. Yes!
Oh, no!
Oh, no! The question mark ping. It came through. I'll throw a few more if I were them. I'll throw a few more question mark
Imagine if
pings.
your enemies could see you question mark pinging. That would be tactical mind games right there.
That'd be excellent.
Mental warfare.
That's the next patch, you know? Next patch should just be, you can see the enemy team question mark ping you, but
yeah,
you can only do it 3 times, so it can't get annoying.
3 times? I think once. I think once is enough already.
All right.
Because you are actually banned from all chatting during game. You can't communicate with your opponent. And you can't see your pings, but that's where you just give them the control 1 spam. Especially as Kai'Sa, she's got some pretty great spammable emotes. 13 to 10 in this game, 18 minutes in, 23 on the kill count, as per usual. Dragon's only spawning in around a minute from now, Baron in 2 minutes. And we've got all these accelerated item builds. I'm looking at that Katarina, I'm looking at the Gunblade and almost a completed death cap. This is going to be one scary cat.
Yeah, the fact that Katarina is going to get to where Rabadon's death cap is pretty nice. And Mimic doesn't have to worry too much about the thing. Even though it's like 5 kills to her name, the fact that AP 80 carries just has such nice recipes, so the Stinger is an excellent bridge. Okay, what's happening here?
Bit of a noodle fight. Oh, not anymore, because Wikia drops the ultimate on top of him. He's now getting chased down, and Kalista will finish him up. Poria somehow resets his goal total. Oh, hello, my team getting caught out, and here comes the shutdown from NL Fear.
All right, Ran's getting out of there. It was a pretty good pick on towards WikiChi. WikiChi was trying to take the risky route from topside to mid. Gets blasted for it. But Saudi Arabia is still too strong, and I think Iran's starting to recognize that.
Yeah, but then what do they do? It's good that they've recognized it, Raz, but what do you do from there? Like, it's good to recognize that your opponent is stronger than you, but it's like, well, do we just sit on our base?
Look at the compositions, all right? I'm going to say this. You have a Zoe, Sleepy Trouble Bubble, use it. Because you can scale, you have this, specifically the GP, has a 1 kill, 5 assists to his name. Has been farming out fairly decently. So as long as you can hold on towards the game and look for the pick potential off of Sleepy Trouble Bubble, that's all you can do. So a lot of the game is going to be them just being aware of the strength. And that's all you got to do, because if you ever make one mistake, Katarina is going to eat you alive.
Oh yeah, lots of squishy targets to repeat and reset off of. I do like the vision control, speaking to your point there, Raz, that we actually have coming out of Iran. They're placing down a lot of shallow vision. Wiki Chi. They've seen this one before, but this time it's a bait because here comes the rest of Saudi Arabia ready to take down Iran. Taka, he's in way too deep, should not have stayed around, and he's just turned himself into a reset. Juarez, come here. I want you dead. There's the Gunblade. Give me another reset. There it is. Double kill. Follow up onto Puri as well.
Triple.
Here we go. Fear with the triple. Mimic with the steal. And Farhan jumps onto the tower, but the tower will take him out. 600 gold for that one. And my team turns up and goes to the wrong neighborhood. 4 kills to 1. My team over the wall doesn't land the paddle star. And just a couple more flirtatious love taps on the way out from both sides.
You can see how much of a snowball it is. The fact that Mishal is just trying to flank as a Taric to keep them there and allow Fear and Mimic to follow through, because they recognize how easy that fight really was. So now with 3 members down, I'd say 2 more coming back up, they're not going to be here in time for the Baron.
Saudi have got this one on lockdown unless my team can pull off a miracle. But remember, Michelle, he's looking for him, and it's not going to happen in the end. So everyone retreats back to base, and that is Baron in the back.
There's some sad times here for Iran. Like, it was already pretty rough, and we were talking about the GP mainly being there for wave clear to stall out what Saudi has cooking, but I don't think that's going to be in it. At this point, you actually just don't have that with the top lane wave crashing and with the amount of Baron buff minions you're going to be bringing over. So they're going to have to get scrappy and pray to the heavens that nothing goes wrong in these fights.
Yeah, I will say at the same time, my team has been very good on the RNG so far, and that's one god that you can play to. It's like, give me Ignite, give me a Super Soaker, give me a Proto Belt, give me a Redemption. That would be fantastic. So there is a chance for Spell Thief to come up clutch. And at the same time, it's a 3-1-5, so even though the way that this game has gone, so she's still going to hit like a truck.
Yeah, she was able to get her double magic penetration item, so she does have her Oblivion Orb and magic shoes. She should be able to deal with, I would say, Mimic and Fear just a little bit. Fear has enough sustain for herself that she's not going to be too worried about the poke that's being dished out. Mimic, on the other hand, does need to pay attention. So I'm looking towards Mimic and saying that you don't want to get caught out if you want your team to end this one cleanly.
Yeah, and really you do want to end it out cleanly and quickly, preferably, before the Gangplank scales, before you just randomly get hit by a massive paddle star that just smacks your AD carry across the face, because while this composition is strong from Saudi, you only have one real dedicated tank and then another semi-tank that makes everyone else a tank for 2.5 seconds. So really you are wanting to not get sniped out by this Zoe and give it any chances to do so, because already her paddle stars are starting to hurt.
You see as an example, though Fear taking the brunt of that damage. I already said he has the sustain of Gunblade.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. Mimic getting tagged up. He's going to jump away with the Killer Instinct, and now he's got the invulnerability. Attacker realizes that he flashes away over the wall. Cho'Gath teleports in, just go to sleep. Oh my god, Fear is a madman. Jumps in, does not get the kill, but the rest of the team is here to follow up. And that is a very fast Cho'Gath. That is a silly animation. Knockup lands, but the team wasn't expecting it to happen. Here comes a teleport in from base as well, out from Mimic. The AD carry is back, 23 minutes on the clock, and Saudi are looking to put this final nail in the coffin. Last chance saloon for Iran to come into this one. Towers down, Towers doing damage, and Taka reading from the wrong hymn sheet. Not even on the same page. 2 members die, and they did not go in at the right time. Kalista, go home, sit down, be humble. That's going to be 2 towers falling, and the Nexus turret, and the Nexus itself. 24 minutes, and Saudi Arabia destroy Iran.
What a good showing from this team. First time I get a chance to take a look at them, and you can see that the individual carries really came through.